In the previous lecture, we have seen the wave equation in terms of electric field and magnetic field. That is also called vector wave equation. In this vector wave equation, we have seen the gamma. Gamma is equal to under root j omega mu sigma plus j omega epsilon. Also in terms of alpha plus j beta. Where is alpha is the attenuation constant and beta is the phase constant. The unit of propagation constant per meter, otherwise meter minus 1. What is here? In alpha is the attenuation constant, that is the Nepper per meter, other in terms of dB per meter. Phase constant radian per meter. What is the propagation constant? It actually measures the change in the amplitude and phase per unit distance. When wave is propagating in a particular direction, the change of amplitude and the phase, that is your phase constant, means per unit distance. This one measured by gamma. Next, attenuation constant. This shows the rate of which field wave is attenuated, means overall the amplitude decreases when the wave is propagated. This one shows by alpha, means attenuation constant. Suppose alpha value is equal to 0, means no any attenuation, means when wave is propagated no any attenuation in the amplitudes. This also defined as the rate at which field of wave are attenuated as the wave propagated. Suppose this side is wave propagation. If amplitude is not decreases, then alpha values come to 0. If amplitude decreases and when moving forward direction, then attenuation is present. Next term is the phase constant. Phase constant defined as the rate at which phase changes as the wave propagated. Overall means this is the amplitude, this is the phase changes. Phase changes per unit distance traveled by the wave. You also see in the unit terms, per meter means per unit distance wave travel. Per meter decreases the amplitude in terms of dB, in terms of Nepper. Per meter, how much radian is changes. This one was by the phase constant. Next we move. This one plane wave. Plane wave is the property. What is the property? E, electric field E and magnetic field H. This one electric field E and magnetic field H lie in a plane perpendicular to direction of propagation. Means suppose wave is traveling in this direction, then electric field and magnetic field is perpendicular to direction of propagation. Suppose this is electric field and this one your magnetic field is perpendicular to direction of propagation. Also second point is electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. Means electric field this one and magnetic field this one is also perpendicular to each other. Also they are perpendicular to direction of propagation. This first one is mentioned that electric field magnetic field is perpendicular direction of propagation. This one shows, and next point is shows electric field this one and this one also perpendicular to each other. That is the plane wave property. Uniform plane wave. Next one is uniform plane wave. Means both properties available, and when the electric field and magnetic field component uniform, means amplitude is constant, then that is called uniform plane wave. Overall means this is a special case of plane wave where the electric field and magnetic field is constant, amplitude are constant, and wave is propagated in a particular direction. That is called uniform plane wave. This also shows you the diagram. This one shows you wave is traveling in the z direction, electric field this one in the blue line. This one shows your electric field. Magnetic field shows this one. Means horizontal is the your magnetic field, vertical such like this form is your electric field. This means these are perpendicular to each other, electric field and magnetic field perpendicular to each other, also they are perpendicular to direction of propagation. This property shows plane wave. If this property means electric field component magnetic field also constant, then magnitude are uniform or constant in a particular direction. This also called the uniform plane wave. Okay, next we have already seen the vector wave equation that is represented by the xyz coordinates, not including the time factor. Here only shows electric and magnetic field. This also a wave equation, electric field and magnetic field equation when the time factor is included. In the previous one of the wave equation derived, that is not time factor included. Here just you only see that this one also shows your relation of the electric field and magnetic field wave equation. Here we not go to any derivation for this one. Just understand electric field and magnetic field. This one shows you means alpha is the attenuation constant, beta is the phase constant. Means when wave is propagated, electric field is propagated, then amplitude are decreased by this factor, this one factor. Magnetic field also decreased by this one factor. This is the magnitude of epsilon naught of electric field. This is the magnitude of epsilon naught of h naught of magnetic field. This shows the univector, means electric field propagated in x direction. This one shows magnetic field propagated in the direction y, and wave propagated in a overall wave, means this one electric field and magnetic field overall wave is propagated in a z direction. This one I have z, beta z is mentioned here, z direction. Next we move to intrinsic impedance. What is an intrinsic impedance? Eta, this one defined by eta, is the ratio of transverse component of electric field and magnetic field. In other terms, the ratio of electric field and magnetic field, that is called intrinsic impedance. Also one of the relation in terms of j omega, sigma plus j omega epsilon. This one noted down. Here we cannot derive this one relation. Just mind it in a when go to your next lossless media space. So this one relation is used. Means intrinsic impedance, the definition and the ratio of electric and magnetic field component. This one your intrinsic impedance, this one your relation show you. Next this one show you, this one represented by magnitude and j theta, means this one your phasor term, means there is one of the magnitude, this one come one of the magnitude value and some angle, this one shows you exponential form and in terms of angle and magnitude form. You noted this one relation. Now when they propagated in a different media, we consider first one is the lossless media, then move to the your free space media, next move to your good conductor. Means how they will propagated in a lossless free space good conductor. ETCR discuss this parameter. Okay, first move to lossless media. We have seen the lossless media property. Conductivity value is 0, mu and epsilon value is available. Available means these terms are mu naught is already available, means epsilon naught is also used here. Not means available, means this value is present in the lossless media. Means lossless media is characterized by sigma value 0 and this one the relation. Now we have already seen the propagance constant comes in this relation. Now we put sigma value is equal to 0, means conductivity value is put in this relation 0, then arrange this one come this form, and again arrange this come in this form. Now compare gamma is equal to alpha plus zeta. Here there is no any real part, that's why alpha is equal to 0 and imaginary part is already available. You compare this one your imaginary part, and beta is equal to this one come, and we have already seen in the physics wave velocity is equal to omega by beta. Now this arrange the relation is come wave velocity in this form. Now this intrinsic impedance relation already we have seen. Now put the value of sigma is equal to 0 and arrange this one come your relation intrinsic impedance. Now we move to wave propagation in a free space. The free space property sigma is value 0, mu value mu naught and epsilon is equal to epsilon naught. Here mu are relative permittivity and relative permeability is equal to values 1. You put in this relation, here is derived the gamma propagation constant values, put sigma and we put the this value and arrange this one. Now this values come epsilon naught and epsilon naught, gamma is equal to alpha plus j beta. Now compare this one, alpha is real part is 0, that's why alpha is equal to 0, beta is come this value and wave velocity omega by beta. Now put this value and next step you put the values of mu naught and epsilon naught and solve this. The value come in terms of free space of light velocity. Now this one relation 3 × 10⁸ meter per second means wave velocity is travel in a free space speed of light. This one come relation. Now go to your intrinsic impedance. Now put the sigma value 0 and this value is put, again arrange this value and again put the mu r and epsilon naught, this one come. Now this value is put, this term 120 pi, other is pi is value put, then come to the 377 means intrinsic impedance value 377 ohm in free space. Ohm is the resistance, ohm is the unit of intrinsic impedance. Okay, next move your wave propagation in a good conductor. In a good conductor, what happened? The property of good conductor. In good conductor, conduction current density is much greater than displacement current density. Now compare this one. Sigma is the conduction current density. Del D by del T is the displacement current density. Del by del T is put j omega. In terms of this, now compare this one. Means conductivity much greater than omega epsilon, this one product. Now this is the property shows the good conductor, wave propagation a good conductor. Now arrange this one relation already be known. Now use here sigma much greater than omega epsilon. Now this omega epsilon term is neglected. This one term is neglected. Then come this now. Now j in under root j is equal to 90 degree. This is equal to 90 degree. Now after 90 degree in a if 90 degrees out of this under root, then this divide by 1 by 2 means 45 degree. Now this one is solved by this one relation. Now we have already seen exponential power j theta is equal to cos theta plus j sin theta. Theta is value put here. Now this value is come in this form. Now this value put here. Now this one. So the next step, now multiply this one. We have already seen gamma is equal to alpha plus zeta. Compare this one, alpha is come this value and beta come this value. Both values are equal. That's why we write this form. Alpha is equal to beta under root omega mu sigma. Now omega is value 2 by f. Be put here, 2 is cancelled out. Then this value alpha is equal to beta comes in this form. Now we move to next intrinsic impedance. We put this relation in this equation and arranges the intrinsic impedance come in this form. Now one of the parameter important in a good conductor is the skin depth. What is the skin depth? Skin depth is the distance over which a plane wave is attenuated by a factor e power -1 in a good conductor. This one shows you relation. Here one of the important, this one very important is what is the skin depth relation. Also if suppose frequency is increases, then your wavelength skin depth is decreases. This one shows you relation. Oh, next step is the skin effect. We have seen here this skin effect is the field and corresponding current confined to the very thin layer of conductor surface. You have seen this relation.